It's obviously because of her condition. So it has not been nice actually from family. But hence I'm still grateful to God that at least I have a supporting husband. And I think that's all that matters. My name is Mrs. Esther Emmanuel. Here is my daughter, Jolene Oluwadunmininu Emmanuel. She'll be 3 by this month. She has cerebral palsy, which was diagnosed around about 6 months, because at birth what happened is that she didn't cry. And apparently due to COVID, there was lack of oxygen in the hospital. So they only tried to pass glucose to her. So let me say around about the 3rd day, that was when she started crying. And then we felt everything was okay. Until 4 months, then I started feeling like, because she wasn't looking it. So I started feeling like, okay, what's going on? She had to be sitting, head controls and all of that. We're still looking at it. And then by 6th month, I decided to take her to our health center. Hence we've been on the therapy since then. So far what we've achieved is the head control. So trying to help her sit, we've done a whole lot of therapies, and she has some devices that she used to at least to help her sit. And we're hoping that one day she will gain her strength and support she needs. For me, it's obviously quite draining. You know, I think when we started the what's it called, the therapy, it was time consuming that I had to just resign from my work. I was working with Chivitas at that time. I still work with them though, because I had to go back. So I felt she needed me that time. So let me say like 8 months, I still feel there is nothing I can do to help this, rather just to support her in terms of the therapy and see how people around me can help me. And thank goodness I got some crutch that could admit her. So that's where we've been until this year. We decided to enroll her in school. Unfortunately, they admitted her. So for now, she's still in their crutch, and then they try to also help with the physiotherapy thing. So, and for now, we've not been to the hospital for the therapy because of my own health condition. So it's stressful for me. We've been on it trying to get help, at least an in-house help or something, but it's not coming forth for now. So we just decided to stop. Jolene, stop. Actually, at some point, plus the therapy we were doing at the hospital, I had to employ another physiotherapist that comes in for therapy. I think that was when I still have in-house help too. So she comes in almost every day. She just used that to support us too. But she's a physiotherapist. She works with Igondo General Hospital. So long story short, she had to be transferred to Ogun State. So since then, we've not gotten any therapy so far. So I'm still hoping, and maybe due to financial because as at that time she was collecting 15,000, and I know obviously not even a student physiotherapist will collect that from me. So employing another physiotherapy to come for her, I know how much they will even charge me, and I don't have much. I don't think I can afford that for now.
She needs a physiotherapist.
That's what she needs
to achieve the
yes, that's what she needs.
Have you found out the real cost?
Actually, I can't say, because usually we go every 2 weeks for therapy. At some point, I was doing it a week. When I initially started, I was doing it every week, because the way I will handle her will be quite different from the way she will be handled in the hospital. Sometimes I do it anti-clockwise while they do it. So I always feel okay, it's better we go every week. Though to some extent they feel no, she's old, so they don't really want to give her attention again. So that's another part of discouragement I got in the hospital. And not only her, that's once they are of this age of 2 years. I remember one of the doctors also said it. So I had to drag it with them that remember we started here. So I think that was one of the discouragement I got too. So I feel okay, if only I can just get a physiotherapist that comes in. But you can't compare it to the hospital, at least, because I feel some time will come that you will need the doctor's report regarding that. Because I remember when I wanted to admit her in that school, they asked for doctor's report. So I had to go there, and then they examined her again, and then they gave us the report before the school could admit her. So that they would know how and when or how to help her. It's a privilege, actually. I used to say it's a privilege to have her, because that's all I can just say. It's just a privilege to have her. It's a privilege to have her. It's not easy. That's just the truth. It's not easy. You practically help her with everything. Even feeding. Like, I can't feed her the way she is. I have to bend her head before I can feed her. Because if I try to, sucking reflex is not, what's it called? So before she can swallow it, it will come out again. So until I bend her head, then it goes straight to her throat, and then from there, she eats. That's our junction there. Once I put her that angle on the chair, I just put her there, and then I bend her head, and then I feed her. Yes, this angle here. Because even though if I use her chair, she won't be able to eat. Yeah, that's her chair. It's sitting and standing. If you want her to sit, if you want her to stand, that's the therapy. It was recommended for us to at the hospital, and this other one. So we just wear it for her, and then it comes straight to her waist. So she'll be able to sit. And with that, they say it will help our spine too. It was also recommended in the hospital. I don't even look at that. I don't look at that. I see her as a normal child. So I wouldn't put my mind in how will people see her, or we take her out. We accept maybe on the street that maybe I'm going out and I feel it to be stressful for me. I just put her inside with her sister. Otherwise, everybody, I'm this kind of person that I don't hide her. Like, how are you? She's fine. She hasn't started talking. No, I just spill out. So people know already in the area. I don't hide it. Hence, people has also been like, it's where it should be fine and all of that. I don't shield her. He has been supporting. That's all I can say. He has been supporting financially, physically is there. He has been supporting, because I've had stories of her husband left her because of this. Even in the hospital, we share stories too. If I want to talk about family, I got more support from people around the family. If not recently, I spoke with my mom, and then she felt okay, it's fine. That was when she accepted to help me with her during this last holiday. So that was why this thing is here, because I had to take it along with her. I remember my mother-in-law, when my husband told her that, okay, this kid should be coming for holiday, she was like, is it with Jolene? Fine, I understand the aspect of I'm busy, it's stressful, but to some extent I feel it's obviously because of her condition. So it has not been nice, actually, from family. But hence, I'm still grateful to God that at least I have a supporting husband. And I think that's all that matters. So it's difficult. From family side, it's difficult. They love each other. No, they love each other.
She doesn't joke with her sister, and this one too doesn't joke with her. You can just the chemistry there. That's why I would leave both of them. Even if I try to tap her, she'll be like, "No, don't beat my sister. Leave her alone." You know, they love each other. And as young as she is, she understands her condition. That's what baffles me. Yes, I would say, unlike before, she used to be indoor all through. So obviously, going outside, seeing other kids also helped her mentally. When she comes back home, I see things that she tries to at least copy in, the likes of crawling. Like, whenever she tries to, this right hand is really failing her because she has not been using it. We've been on therapy on it since. So there is nothing she wants to do that she would not use this, right? Even sitting. If I try to sit her down, she uses more of this than this. So trying to stand, trying to crawl also, she finds it difficult. I'm like, you that you have not even started sitting. How do you want to crawl? I'll just use the opportunity to pray for her again. So that has really been helpful. I would suggest that every parent should do that too. If they would see school that will accept, because it's not all schools that will accept such kids. When it comes to social life, I'm not really a social person like that, aside maybe it's kind of compulsory occasions, except maybe family outing. Okay, except family outing. Otherwise, I don't, like I said earlier, I don't see anything bad in her. For me, I'm just seeing a girl that is not sitting, that is not talking. She's just, I believe that they said it is delayed milestone. It will definitely get there. She will get there. So, and when you talk at her, she responds at least with all this that I hear. So it shows that yes, she's improving, and I'm grateful for that. Maybe because I learned there is another physiotherapy center at Kappa, somewhere in Motion or something. I've been told I should go there and all of that, but I don't know. I've just been, maybe because of work, because I work Monday through Saturdays, so I've not been able to visit there. Otherwise, this general hospital, you just go there for therapy. That's all. There is even sometimes I challenge the doctors that, didn't you know that this month is even cerebral palsy awareness? Like, we should feel it that, okay, you care about these kids, but general hospital, they don't. That's none of that business. As at March, I think they celebrated cerebral palsy. What's it called? Yes. So we didn't even feel it in the hospital. We don't know what's going on, but I want to believe that they did, because someone told me that those kids were celebrated at that place I was telling you. I just follow some what's it called? Trying to get some knowledge. And the likes of, there is this boy, is it Mosh on Instagram? He's cerebral palsy warrior. So I think so far what I've learned on that page is there is this drug that was not recommended to us, because what they keep saying is there's no drug for it. But it's on that page I got to realize that, okay, there is this Ovid. We used to use it for her before, but at some point I stopped some money. Ovid DHA for brain development, and then BioC. BioC is for multivitamin. So those are the two drugs they use for that boy. So when I saw it, I'm like, okay, let's give it a start. And then we started. We use it for because usually it's something she should take every day. So it lasted on for 2 weeks. So I buy every 2 weeks. And I realized that I just have to stop. I think the best thing I've done for her so far is that crutch. With that, I feel good that, okay, yeah, at least she's going somewhere rather than sitting at home with a house help. She was practically not doing anything for herself. She would just be there. She lies down and that's it. So it was in the therapy they taught her how to turn. The therapy also helped a lot. And then from there she gained head control. So, and they were giving her also that, okay, once the head control is there, I should forget about it. I should just be praying for her and continue with the therapy.
that she will get there. Unlike other kids that they don't have weight control, so. But I remember I was so happy when she started turning and rolling. Actually, year one, year two, I was so, especially the first year, it got to me. I think that was when I wasn't myself. I was depressed actually, because I feel by me. But on the long run, that was when I decided to go back to work so that I can be engaged, and then I'll stop thinking about her and all of that. A second year, I just feel it's normal. But this year, I don't know. I just feel even this on the first of this month, Ada just carried her and then started singing for her. She was dancing like everybody. I could feel the atmosphere in the house. That no, this month there's something special about it, and I think this is just one of it. Because obviously I didn't know of. So we're just happy generally in the house. That's why I said, whichever way it is, this year, this game must be celebrated. And I thank God I will do it whichever way. Yeah, she'll be celebrated. It's going to be a sitting room thing, but then she'll be celebrated. I told her that, and he said, it's fine. People will come. Yeah, whoever that. Anyway, those that are coming, like I said, if you know me, you know that I have a special child. There is nothing I'm hiding about it. That's just it. If you know me, you will know my online, my WhatsApp, my face, everywhere I post her. Like I don't hide her when it comes to that. Aside the fact that carrying her about because it's stressful. That's the reason I want at least house help that can help me with that. I would want to encourage every parent that has a special kids like this to be strong at heart, because that's all they need. At least when you're strong at heart, that's when you can think positively about the child. So to be strong at heart, and then to be courageous regardless of the situations. There will be stigmatizations, there will be, I don't know, like just have plans ahead for the baby, because you don't know what will come out of it. You don't know what the child will become. Sometimes I see my own baby as, no, a day will come that will just tell her that when you were small, your first 5 years, because I'm giving God 5 years, all of this, your first 5 years, it was tough, it was this, it was that. That's my own belief. So I used to believe that, okay, it won't last. It's just a time of, matter of time. So I would encourage that they should be strong at heart. They should believe in God, and with God all things are possible. They should believe in God as support, because we actually need support. That's the fact. No matter how much you have, no matter how wealthy you are, you need support, either financially, mentally, because it's actually mentally draining. If your emotions is very soft, you'll be drained out. That's just it. And they should always see one or two things that will make them happy in that child. They shouldn't always see the negativity of that child. They should always, at least, okay, now, even though if it's ordinary lifting of the finger, if the child couldn't lift the finger before and then she's lifting it, that's at least a step out. So, and at the end of the day, everything will be fine.